All right, y'all. Today we are going to be sketching facial features. I'm going to label my paper. The first facial feature we're going to draw is the eyeball. So let's start by sketching a circle or a sphere. And now we're going to split that circle in half. This represents the center of the eye if it was looking directly at us. Now inside of this circle, we're going to draw a smaller circle to represent the iris or the color part of your eye. And make sure you're not drawing it too small. And within that circle, we're going to draw a smaller one to represent the pupil. And we can shade it in a little bit. So this is an eyeball. Now, the next step is to draw the eyelids around this eye. And this is only for practice sake. When you are drawing an actual face, you do not have to start with the circle unless it really helps you. Now, I'm going to start on the right side of my paper. And this is going to represent the outer corner of the eye, just because that's where I'm most comfortable starting. And this is going to be someone looking with their eyes wide open. So I'm going to draw a curved line. And once we get into this inner corner, we're going to kind of curve it right here. Make a round line. We're going to come back in and sketch around the bottom of the iris. Now we're going to curve it back up to our starting point and make that rounder. So right now, this is just an outline of the top eyelid, bottom eyelid. You actually need to sketch the skin fold above, and that's where the top of that first circle comes in. And now we're going to sketch the fold of the bottom eyelid around the bottom of the circle. So that's one eye. This would technically be that pink inner corner of your eye, here and here. That connective tissue. I'm just going to darken this a little bit. So this is the front view of the eye. Now I'm going to draw the side view of the eye, starting with the circle again, because your eye is a sphere or a circular shape. Sketch that center line. Then I'm going to sketch that iris and pupil again. Now from the side view, your iris kind of sticks out a little bit. Somewhat like that. And I'm going to switch colors to draw the eyelids. So your eyelids are going to curve around the bottom of your iris and curve up to this center line. That's where the corner of your eye is going to be. But we're going to give this a little more dimension by drawing the inside of the eyelid, the top part, where your waterline is, and then sketching the fold underneath your eye. Now on to the top. I'm actually going to start at the corner first. Here I'm going to curve upward. And giving this a little more dimension, this would be this little speck is the top inside of the eyelid. And then we're going to draw the fold above that. And this is pretty much it for the side view of the eyeball or profile view. Before I move on to other features, I'm just going to quickly sketch some different eye shape examples and a front view of some eyes. I'm going to do it, I can do it over here. So we already did a round kind of eye, which is almost kind of almond shaped. A round eye kind of curves more at the top and bottom, which makes it a round eye type. So it curves more at the top and it curves wider at the bottom. So this is considered a round eye. Now you can draw a upturned eye. This is kind of what a cat eye kind of look is. So you can start at the inner corner. It curves more at the top than it does at the bottom, and it has a sharper corner or point on the outer edge of the eye. So it's literally turned upward. Then there is a downturned eye shape. So instead of this outer corner turning up, it just turns down. So start at the inner corner of your eye again. We can sketch it around, but this time come down a little more. So this is downturned. Then you can draw an almond shape. It's more like this shape that we drew in the example. Both the top and bottom lids are curved almost evenly. And form the shape of an almond. Don't forget to draw the eyelid. And then we have two more, a hooded lid. So you'll start by drawing the top curve of the eye and the bottom curve of the eye. But in this area, the lid will start in the corner, but then it'll overlap this eyeball. So this is the corner eyelid, but it overlaps over the eye. And the last eye shape is a monolid. So this is the monolid shape. So instead of us drawing the top part of the eyelids like we did up here, it actually starts right on top of the beginning of the eyelid. So there is no curve or indent. Okay, so now this last part for the eye, I'm gonna draw a horizontal line. And I'm gonna split it like we did when we were drawing the head. So this would be our eyebrow line, and this is the area where the eyes would fit in between. So in between this, I am drawing another line, a center line, to represent the line my pupil sits on. So if we were drawing a face from a front view, this would be in between the eyes, kind of where your nose bridge start and your eyebrows. I'm not going to get into detail there. But when you're drawing eyes, the space in between both eyes is an eye width. So if I were to draw an eye on this side, here's my example eye. The space in between the next eye I draw would be this exact eye length. Now, this is not the same for everybody. There are some people whose eyes are further apart than average, but this is how you would draw the average eye spacing. And then from this space to the side of the face would be another eye length on both sides.